to cut out those pesky syllables from the word evening.
It's all from the Anyway.
We are Ounce of Behavior. Thank you guys very much for coming out on a Thursday night to come see us. We are, someone responded. We are Slice of Life Improvised. So if we're not funny, you wasted your money. I don't know. We're not trying to be funny, we're trying to be good. So,
trying to be like real life. Anyway.
So to get us started, we'd like to share a little bit with you, but we don't know what you want us to share about. So we asked you. They asked me to do this. This is their fault.
I believe in you.
I actually think I'm doing a good job.
I think you're doing great.
Oh my God. I'm sure it's better than his speech. All right, so all we need is like a topic that you would like to hear some people discuss. It could be something personal or whatever, and we'll tell you guys stories about us, and then we'll do scenes inspired by. We will not reenact those stories. We will do scenes inspired by those stories. So what is a topic, like a personal topic? Anything?
Or a question.
Lying.
Lying. Oh, that's great. Yeah, so we'll tell stories about lying.
I have one.
Great.
I remember, I don't know if it was the first lie I ever told, but it's one of the first lies I ever remember telling. I was in elementary school, and there was a period in elementary school where my grandparents, my dad's parents, who I didn't end up spending a lot of time with, they were a lot older. But anyway, it was awesome. So they would pick me up at the end of school, and I would do homework with them until my parents picked me up from there. And there was a day when my grandma and grandpa got into a fight because I was doing my reading and my grandma really wanted to give me an ice cream sandwich, which I was not opposed to. But my grandpa got frustrated. Well, no, she needs to finish her homework first, and they're kind of going back and forth. And I remember in my small brain thinking, oh, I don't want them to fight. So I told my grandpa, oh no, grandpa, this is the end of my reading. Like, I don't have to read anymore. This is the end of it. And then he was like, are you sure? And I said, yes. I felt so bad. I told my dad the next morning on the way to school, and I was like, Dad, I feel so bad about this. He's like, okay, well, you have to tell grandpa then when you pick up.
Oh,
I was like,
not
okay.
bad.
So I was like, okay. So I remember I was like beating around the bush kind of, and I was like, so grandpa. And he could tell, like, I was in turmoil, and I think that my dad had already told my grandpa at this point.
Just set you up.
He did, though. It was a learning thing. And so my grandpa, he saved me and said, is this about the homework yesterday? And I said, yes. And he said, you had more homework to do, but you said you didn't. And I said, yes.
You think he told him?
And he said, listen, I think. And so then I said, yes. And he said, that's okay. Just don't ever lie to me again.
I have a question. Did you finish your homework later, like on personal time?
I don't remember.
That's the real sin.
I probably did. I
Your
have no
impulse
idea.
was no.
I wanted that ice cream.
I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous.
I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous.
I don't know. It's like a first date.
Yeah.
I don't really date.
She likes you.
Well, she said yes.
Okay. So she's interested. She wants you to succeed.
What does succeed mean? Like, what
She wants.
is that?
Nobody wants
Do
to
we-
go on a bad date.
Do we have the same idea of success on this date?
And I've never really analyzed that. I don't think people just sit down and analyze that.
I don't know. I mean, I think that like it's fundamentally different. What we might want.
Don't you just want to like her and you want her to like you, and then it's that simple?
Oh, that's part of it.
You're weird about this.
I'm very weird about this. I've never been on a date. I've just always kind of like hung out with friends. This is like the first time it's like, you know? And it was really weird. Like my heart was like crazy. Like
Yeah.
it could have broken my ribs. my heart was crazy. I'm sure I looked normal, but it felt like
Yeah.
like she has to hear that.
The heart beating.
So I mean, so what should I mean? I know you've been, like you've been,
Yeah.
you've been with Agnes for a while, but so maybe you're out of the game. But like, what I mean?
Oh, I'm very much in the game. I mean, I don't lose touch with how to flirt with women just because I've been with one girl for 3 years.
But so like, are you fun? Like, I mean, are you? So what does that mean? Like flirting? Like
It's just flirting. That's all it is. I'm not going to pursue it because of a relationship with Agnes. But that doesn't mean that there's playful banter that happens with women.
I can't do that. I just feel like
You can't do it. You did it. That's how you got this date.
no. I just said, like, thanks for the coffee, and you want to go get coffee at a different place. And she said
That's
yes.
funny. That's funny.
She laughed.
That's
but,
why she said
But
yes.
I like backdoored into a funny moment. I was literally asking her to coffee.
Well, you
And
trying
then-
to be funny isn't going to help at all.
Well, I was not trying to be
Continue to
funny.
backdoor into it.
You can't rely on the back door
If you
to
don't
be
try,
funny.
if you don't try, it'll work out.
You can't rely on it.
Oh, you can.
I don't know. I think that's a really weird
You
thing.
just gotta relax. You're putting so much pressure on you. You just gotta relax.
Relax.
That's all. This is all tension.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes. I'm gonna go get a kind bar. Well, never mind. I don't need to eat.
I ordered some muffins.
Oh, great.
Cool.
Great. I think you should only eat the top of them.
Oh, like
Because-
from Seinfeld? Isn't that like a joke from Seinfeld?
No. I watched one episode of Seinfeld. They were in jail. Anyway. No, because like that's where they put the goodies on there, and then the rest of it is just bad for you. The top is where
Good stuff is.
this is where the good stuff is. So thank you.
Cool. I'll only eat the tops.
Well, you could eat the whole thing if you want. I'm not trying to say like you're fat or anything. I just like 'cause I don't think you are.
I did think
And that'd be
you
weird for me to say that. Thank you for not already leaving, because I'm very aware of how weird this is.
It's cool. How was your day?
So stressful.
Stressful?
Yeah,
Why?
because of this.
Is this, you're stressed out because you're having coffee?
I don't go on dates. I've never
Oh.
been on. This is a date, right? Did I assume this is a date? It's just
Um.
not a date.
I mean, it's becoming. It's a date. You're making it less of a date as it progresses.
So I'm demoting the date?
Just calm down.
Okay.
All I need to, yeah.
Maybe
it's
coffee's a
like,
bad idea.
You could.
I'm
they have
sorry.
like Italian sodas. I don't
What
know.
do those taste like?
It's like soda. It's like sugary
Okay.
soda.
Okay. I've
Like-
never had those.
Yeah, it's like grapefruit flavored Coke.
I feel so weird because it feels like I'm giving them, if I ordered like, hey, because I've seen like the little syrup things, and I'm like, here, do work. And it feels weird to like order, like assemble something from scratch. That just seems bizarre to me.
I mean, people make coffee drinks or like hot chocolate.
How was your day?
It was good. It was good. I worked this morning and
Yes. You're really
the
good.
other coffee shop.
You're really good.
Yes,
Is this where you, because it'd be weird to go on
I wouldn't
a
go.
gradually less date-like activity at your place that you work.
I wouldn't go on a date at my work. No, my coworkers would be there.
Was it weird to invite you to coffee and you're a barista?
No,
This has happened.
no. I mean, it's happened. It just wasn't weird. People ask other people out.
I'm starting to
Sometimes.
relax.
Good. Good. Do you want some muffin?
Yeah,
It looks good, but
it does look good.
if you want to just like house the top of that, I won't judge you.
How's the top of it?
Just like
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah. It just dawned on me there is no demure way to eat a muffin.
you could use your fingers.
Just pick off a piece.
Right,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I don't know, or just take a small bite.
I go.
That was very demure.
I lied one time when I was in, I believe it was 7th grade. We had this, like, I went to a private school. It was weird as shit. It was K through 12, and there were 200 kids. The senior graduating class when I was in 8th grade was 4 students. So I went to this weird private school.
It was a special school.
Listen, it wasn't a special school. I don't have donkey brains. Anyway, so at the school we had this like seminar assembly that was like about sexual harassment and how you can't bring it up and stuff.
You can't bring it up?
No, like,
You may get harassed. Mention it to no one.
don't do the
special
sexual
school.
harassment thing.
Okay.
It was an anti-sexual harassment.
Okay,
It wasn't
just-
a stifling one.
Just don't mention it.
Don't mention it.
A harasser would just be like, perfect. I'm in the right place.
Well, speaking of harassers, so I was in 7th grade.
So there I was.
And essentially there was a new student in our class, and she was like talking to people, whatever. We're in French, and God, this kid named Paul was like, oh, something, just anything. And no one liked Paul. He was like the kid that everyone kind of picked on. And then I said, oh, don't talk to
Wow.
Paul. He masturbates in bathrooms. Because that was a thing that he did all the time.
So that wasn't the lie.
No, the lie's coming.
That wasn't the lie. That wasn't
That
the
was
lie.
the truth that maybe he shouldn't have
That
shared.
maybe I didn't need to share.
But-
So then he gets in this fist fight with this kid named Kavika in our class, and they go and they have to have like disciplinary talk, and Kavika comes back and he's like, oh, Sam, Mr. Kelly needs to talk to you. And I was like,
Kelly's
what?
the
I
person.
wasn't involved in this fight at all. And so then I get sent there, and essentially he was like, oh, like I heard that you told this new girl that Paul masturbates in bathrooms. And my amazing lie was, I didn't say he masturbates, I said he does the M word. And I felt so bad.
Oh, then we're done here. And
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he
Corrected you
believed
too,
me.
didn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he believed me. Basically, he was like, "Oh, I have your forms to like make sure you can come back to school or not."
You
Like,
and
next
your
year.
There's no
Yeah.
distinction, though.
With what?
Like,
The M
with
word?
saying the M word and saying
Oh, it's an
masturbation.
absolutely terrible lie.
No, what I mean is, like, why would he have to suss out the truth of that? You admitted that you had said the
But
rumor.
it's because I didn't say masturbation that somehow was better.
What?
But he didn't care there was a kid actually masturbating in the bathroom.
I don't tell you. So he like threatened essentially to like expel me if I was like
And your
doing
brother.
bad things, and my brother who went to the school as well.
Jesus, they pulled your family into it?
They
Right?
did. So I left like sobbing, and I
Like-
felt so bad. And like 3 years later, when we were at like a different school, I like Facebook messaged him and like apologized for like telling him that he did the M word. It's the lie that
And
I
he
feel.
just
I feel
replied,
the guiltiest about that lie.
Sue.
Of every lie that I've ever told, that
Really?
one stays with me.
Wow.
Not only because it was an absolutely terrible lie, but because everyone picked on this kid, and I was mean to him. Why did I need to tell the
At
story?
like a special school, too.
It's not a special. I don't have donkey brains. What?
I got a call today.
About what?
Darren, if you had to guess why I got a call today, this afternoon specifically, what do you think it would maybe be about?
I got a C in English. What? I don't know what you want.
Don't talk to me like that.
I'm not trying to. You're being weird. I'm trying to do my homework. I'm about to start it.
Well, good, you should definitely do your homework. That's a good thing.
Was it about the C?
No. No, Darren, it wasn't.
What was it about?
So you're telling me you don't already know?
I don't. You can just tell me, or I can do my homework.
No, ask it again. You're telling me you don't already know? Okay. Can you sit down, please? Don't throw that chair.
I didn't throw it.
Do you remember how many hours you had to spend working this summer to save up for that car? Do you know? Do you remember?
Yes.
Do you remember how many hours I spent this summer working to help you save up for that car?
Yes.
Do you remember what we agreed that car would be for?
Going to and from school.
That's right. That's right.
So are you taking away the car, or can we just jump to the part where you get mad at me and...
No, you don't get to act upset with me. What are you doing?
I don't know what you want from me. I made a mistake. I would appreciate a little slack. I don't need a lecture.
Okay, so let's talk about it then. Let's have a conversation then. Let's have a conversation about it. So you said you'd like a little slack, right? So why?
Why do I want slack?
No. Why do you think you deserve the slack? Tell me the situation. Tell me about how this went today. Was there a good reason?
Well, what I think is a good reason, what you think is a good reason are two different things. So, I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Well, I think I'm reasonable. So I'd like to hear it.
It wasn't a big deal. She's 18, and I know the laws that they have to be 25, but she's 18. She has her own driver's license. I wanted to drive her because it's just better that way.
In the middle of school.
Yes. It's cool. It's gonna sound stupid when I say it.
So you're trying
It's
to-
cool when you have a car. That's what it is. Class.
So just about the C. We've talked about this before. I don't care if you get a C if a C is your best, but a C isn't your best. But that's for another time. Just cutting class? You're just driving?
It was for a girl.
Is she your girlfriend?
No.
Okay. Well, regardless, I don't think that's a very good reason.
Okay. So what, do I lose the car? I don't know what you...
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Why are we having this
I
conversation?
haven't decided yet. But we're having the conversation because I want to have the conversation, and I'm the mom. I get to decide those things. Don't you dare! Are you kidding me?
Two people live here.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I didn't take the keys from you right when you walked through the door. Don't I get any kind of...
Thank you?
Yes, that's right. Thank you, Mom.
You're gonna take them later. It doesn't mean anything just because you waited. I'm supposed to thank you for that?
What's going on?
Nothing.
going on
I
with
skipped
you?
one class so I could take a girl out.
No.
So I could feel good
No.
about myself.
No.
For 2
I
seconds.
was called today because this is the 3rd time this month.
Oh, so that's what they called about. Thank you for telling me. You didn't have to play coy the whole time.
They called me after you left the office. So clearly we're on the same page right now, Darren. Don't give me that.
Okay.
What's going on with you? Let's
I
talk.
don't need to go to fucking English class. I know how to read and write. You're not gonna teach me anything I don't know. So
you
I
have a
ditched
C
a
in the
couple times.
class, Darren.
That's
so
passing. That's average.
You're not
I
average.
hang out with a bunch of kids who are getting D's. Don't fucking give me that. I hang
You're
out with
not.
a bunch of kids
Don't
who are getting D's and
Do
F's.
not. Take it a couple clicks back, okay?
I'm not some fucking genius, your little baby that you think is amazing and a gift to the world. I'm just a normal guy who skips class sometimes. A C is a passing grade.
Not for me, it's not. You've never been like this before. I don't understand. I'm trying to. If you talk to me, you're so angry all the time. I don't know. And how you're ditching school for girls, which is like
I ditched
a normal
a class.
boy thing. No, you ditched a lot of classes, which is why I got the call today, which we already talked
I
about.
don't want to be here.
What do you mean?
I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in this house. I'm just gonna get my G, get out.
Okay. Why?
Because I don't like conversations like this one. And you think I'm something I'm not. And I'm gonna just disappoint you. And not in a fucking melodramatic way. In a way that you think, you don't even know me. Why am I gonna hang out with someone who doesn't know who I am? Just let me go.
Okay. I don't know you,
Yeah, you don't know me.
and I should let you go.
I'm a C student who likes punk music, specifically from 1983.
Alright guys, I'm gonna get legit real with you guys for a little bit. I used to pee my pants until way longer than I should have done it.
Age, please.
How old are you right now?
The story I'm telling is when I was in school, and I can't remember what grade, probably like first or second. And I peed my pants, and I went into the bathroom, and this is the door. I could lock the door. It had like one of those locks on it, and I started putting my underwear in the sink, and I just turned the water on, and I let the water run while I sat there and like stewed in my own like, I guess, animal like inability to like control myself. And the water overflowed from all the sinks and then like went out under the door. And just like seeping out under the door, and they started like.
Was it like a single cell, like the door locked?
Yeah, it was just like a little deadbolt. And I mean, obviously someone has the key, but the people that found it first didn't. And they were like pounding on the door, and they're like,
Oh God.
open the door. open the door. What's going on? Open this door. And I just went, there's no one in here.
That's the lie!
That's the lie. And I got the door open, and this was a religious institution, so they could beat me. Which is the only distinction I know of between the public school I went to and the religious institution I went to. And but I had done something so bad to them that they like called my mom in to observe me being beaten, like with a paddle.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So my mom had to sit there. My mom. Look. By the way, let me just say, when I would get in trouble at school, like a teacher yanked my hair up. Like I was a bad kid. I was a shit kid. Anyway, my pencil fell on the ground, and I had been so bad that day. I grabbed the pencil, and I was on the ground, and the teacher just came and grabbed me by my hair and like lifted me up. And like a bunch of parents thought this teacher was a bad guy, so they like got together like in a meeting, and they like wanted my mom to go because like everyone saw that your kid has the best case, and my mom just went, he deserved it. So like, it's not like my mom enjoyed watching me get hit by the paddle, but she has a disposition to where it didn't bother her too much. So she watched while I was bent over Dr. Haddock's desk, a doctor of what?
Yeah.
And he had a paddle with holes in it, you know, because wind resistance. You don't want any wind resistance when paddling a first grader. And he just gave me like 20 paddles in front of my mom while she had to stand there and watch.
Back to the lie. Back to the lie.
Yeah, it was pretty odd. But I did flood their bathroom and constantly peed all over their equipment.
Child. You were so much a child that you lied about being in a place.
How long were you in there before they got in?
A long time, like the water was running
Like
for a long time.
more
I
than
was
a half
literally
hour?
sitting like in puddled water crying because I felt so embarrassed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was such a sad thing. So like,
Where's the empathy?
it was a religious institution.
They have
I-
empathy. The good ones have empathy.
All the ones I was never beat.
You're good. You didn't do that.
You don't know. Tiff.
There's nobody in here.
No, but we share. I need to get in too. That's also my room. Can you let me in, please?
You're making me get out of bed.
Well, you locked the door and my keys are inside, so if you could just. Thank you. So. It didn't go too good. I take it.
No, it went really bad. I threw up all over his car.
Why?
I was like, we had all these like sugary margaritas. And I had a lot of them, and I didn't eat.
Did he say anything after?
No.
He didn't say anything.
I was like, I'll pay for your car to get cleaned. And I tried to get like Windex or something to like clean his car, and he was like, no, it's fine, just go. He just kept saying for me to just go.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
It was so embarrassing. It was like purpley blue because I had a bunch of blueberries earlier.
Okay.
It was so gross. He's gonna tell everybody. Everyone is gonna hear about this. He probably fucking Snapchatted it.
last for.